Hey Aries, how's it going? My name is Dre, and this is your reading for October 2017. Um, so yeah, let's get started. I'm not doing reversals, and I'm just using the Rider-Waite deck. In the center, we have the Empress, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, the World, the Chariot, Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups. The outcome, we have the Devil. Additional card, we have Strength. So wow, this is a very, I got a very sexual energy right off the bat. So I feel like for some of you, you've either met somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody where it's good right now, where it's like everything's probably flowing a little bit easily. Things are working as they should. And I feel like both of you like have each other's back. Some of you are trying to get pregnant. Some of you probably are pregnant. Some of you have probably thought about getting pregnant. And so I feel like that in itself, even if you're not getting pregnant, maybe some of you are like getting a new pet, a new animal. I feel like there is like expansion in the home. Some of you are probably meeting new people, have met somebody, because, you know, Libra is the opposite of Aries, and it challenges Aries to go out and to open your heart up to other people, because Aries, the energy itself, is very narrow-minded in terms of like self-satisfaction, that the energy itself might not lend itself to be open or receptive to other people. You know, and that depends on how much Aries you have, how much Libra, how many other energies you have, but generally that's what it is. And so I feel like for some of you, if you don't already have like a nice domestic situation or the chance to expand your personal life, I'm getting like the home a lot. So I feel like you might be getting a new roommate, something like that. Or you might be taking on another task, something important, something that's going to make you a lot more money, something that is more focused in your career field. Or some of you are tightening and narrowing your focus on one particular thing. It could be one particular person. And for those of you where it is one particular person, I guess the caution would be to avoid having it be like a codependent sort of relationship. I mean, the impetus is there for like you to meet somebody where you guys just hit it off sexually right off the bat, and there is potential for it to go a lot further. I guess the warning is to not completely lose yourself, which is what the Devil is. Like, you know, it's okay for us to lose ourselves in some things. I mean, it's like it's a tricky balance, essentially, is what the Devil is. It's like we can do things with our, you know, we can use our obsessive nature and our passion, our desire to create what we want. But, you know, at some point it becomes a detriment to either our health or the health of others, or we overindulge, we go a little bit too far, or we become too austere and too restricted. And so it's all about finding that nice balance of, it's kind of like the Temperance card. And Temperance comes before the Devil. So, you know, Temperance is trying to return to that balance. And so the Devil is like, it's telling us we're going too far in either direction. So we need to use that. You know, it's not a bad thing to like, again, to go too far, but it's just like we have to stay healthy and we have to be conscious of how we're treating the people around us, how we're treating ourselves, and whether or not going further into this is beneficial or detrimental. So, you know, if some of you are meeting somebody or if you're dating, and you do hit it off with that one person, it's okay pursue it, because I'm getting cards here like the High Priestess and the Chariot, as well as the Knight of Swords, sort of, where it's just like there is a chance really to merge with this. There is a chance to elevate through this other person, or through this love, this receptivity that you find yourself in. And again, it could be love. It could be anything. I'm really feeling like anything that you bring into your life at this point will be a benefit to you. I feel like it would add a different element. And for some of you, I feel like if you're not having a child, somebody around you is. Like, it could be coming like, an aunt or an uncle or something. I feel like, yeah, there's potential here to elevate your circumstances. I guess the caution is to not get too jaded or take any of it for granted. I feel like narrowing in on something particular right now in your life, or trying to transform it and change it, or bring promise and abundance out of it. I feel like if you put all of your attention and all of your intention into that, it can really bear some magical, it could bear something good. Because with the Four of Cups, sometimes we don't want to take that risk. It's kind of like, all of the fours are balance. But, with our emotions, it's such in a way where it's like we're sort of passively observing our life. We're not totally engaged with it, because we have that feeling that something could be more, something could be better, but also that there could be, something to disrupt our stasis in the coming future, which is what the Five of Cups is. Excuse me. And sometimes we don't want to take that risk. We just want to just keep our cards close, just so we avoid any heartbreak or disappointment. But it's always going to be a transformative experience having to go through things like that of going too far into the extreme, going too harshly into the depths of carnality or obsession. For some of you, it could be like, yeah, you don't want to really date anymore or date again because of what happened. And so you'd rather focus on career, or focus on the lives of those around you, those closest to you, your immediate circle. And that's fine. I feel like for some of you, if that is your route that you're going, that's going to be transformative too. And the lesson is, of course, not take that for granted either, because you're on this path of, I feel like, really opening your eyes. Whenever I see the High Priestess card, I think this is a card of like being woke. I guess to an extent, it's like totally knowing yourself, knowing the world around you, or willing to learn. Because we'll never know everything, but it's just like that eagerness to learn, that eagerness to explore, that eagerness to merge. And so the High Priestess, with the Devil here and with the world, all in the same deck, it's just like there's this desire for unity. There's this desire to completely and totally merge with something. And Jupiter is going into Scorpio. As I'm recording this, it's like a day or two out. And while Jupiter was in Libra for you guys, since it wasn't your opposite sign, I feel like a lot of you, other people were taking a lot out of you, in the sense that maybe there's like more urgency in terms of how you responded to people. So like you might have met a lot of new people, or you might have, maintained your old friends or whatever, but the chances for you to do things with them, like I feel like for a lot of you, there were different experiences attached to this. So like you probably met people through, you're probably traveling, or you just, I don't know, when I'm thinking Jupiter and Libra, I'm thinking big. So I'm thinking expansive. So you've met like a variety of different people I feel like at every extreme, really nice, really benevolent, or just really overwhelming, suffocating. Um, or you've attracted people into your life that have given you a little bit of balance, even at times where it's probably a little bit overwhelming, or maybe at times where it probably you feel like you were probably dealing with people too much and not enough on yourself. And that was a struggle here. And so I feel like going into Jupiter and Scorpio, where it's like you've seen the gamut, you've seen the range of, your friend's expression, the good things and the bad things, the nitpicks and the flaws and just the beauty in all your friends, everything that you've learned about them, the people in your life, your business relationships, those commitments, which is what Libra is. And I feel like with Jupiter and Scorpio, now is the time to add another level of depth to that. Now it's like things that don't need to be said, things that you can just get off of your chest, things that depths of your life, emotional life, that you aren't afraid to explore. Because the 8th house, Scorpio, is kind of like, it's really similar to Libra. It's just that, it's a water sign. And the energy itself is more narrow focus than Libra, which is kind of a broad air energy, which is all about exploring other people and knowing what they're about. And so I feel like through no choice of your own, you explored these aspects of other people in your life, or you've wanted to know more. And so now with it going into Scorpio, you have to be unafraid to merge with some form of commitment, or now I'm really saying it's with one other person, because, Scorpio rules the 8th house, which is all about sex. And it's all about, sex is an aspect of the 8th house, but it's also about, how we learn about other people through sex, how we learn about ourselves through sex, how we learn about, it's kind of like all of the taboo sort of stuff, but, I don't think anything is taboo. And so I feel like there will be great sexual experiences. There will be new, more, I don't even know the word. It's just like there's all of this depth. There's all of this passion. There's all of this desire. And it's like what you felt during Jupiter and Libra, but it's going to be just on a deeper level, a way you can't really, it's like an unconscious, because that's the 8th house too. So it's like you won't even, you'll find out new things about, the sexuality of yourself and other people, where it's just like that aspect of your life will be more fun. It's also the house of like taxes and all that stuff, but that's not really fun to talk about. But it's also the house of like our work ethic and the things we do to make money, the things we do to control our resources. It's other people's money. So it's like maybe some of you are getting more in touch with knowing about how finances work and how, all the taxes and stuff. I don't know. That's not my thing, but I feel like a lot of you might become more financially focused, establishing your own business, applying for loans, doing things like that. But with that, I feel like a different aspect of your sexuality will come to play too, as well as another aspect of intensity in which, directed wherever you want to, directed into whatever you want to bring into this life. For some of you, it's going to be more work focused. For others, it's going to be more love and sexual focus. But either way, I feel like both aspects will be, they're going to be very beneficial for you going forward, especially if you're willing to dive deep, as well as know your limits, to not go too far off the road. The chariot, we have to keep everything together. We have to keep everything turning, everything working, and it won't be perfect, but it's like, there could be so much more completion. There could be so much more realization out of all of this than than you have any idea of. But just don't, but just keep everything balanced, keep everything in harmony. Try to maintain that. Try to not take anything for granted. Try not to be too extreme. Keep it level. All right, thank you so much, Aries, and I will see you guys next month, or Scorpio season. So bye.